Broadcast live.
Perspective,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So when I measure other people's perspective, I measure it on volume. When I measure my perspective, I can go, I want to hear the dope lyrics, I want to hear the rhymes, and I just want to feel something.
Yeah.
That's how I measure.
I think that's a very dangerous perspective.
But remember,
It's dangerous. I don't.
Remember,
Oh, yeah?
Shut this down.
I'd say to you, but I'm an individual.
No, yeah.
I want to have my.
But when you say
viewpoint.
you measure other people's perspectives on numbers, it's very dangerous
It's like buying in the market, bro. It's like,
I know, but then say this person is a good entertainer and therefore they've collected their numbers and they know how to get people entertained. There's nothing wrong with that. Many people do that. But if you're gonna say this person is dope or this person is gifted at this specific craft, that's something different. That's what I'm saying.
But what is the craft? What is the craft? If you literally gonna record, you want people to hear the craft, you want people to what is the craft? What is the craft? Is part of the craft making people going, I want to hear it, or is the craft like, if you don't get it, fuck you? What is the craft?
They gotta hear it, definitely.
So what do you need to do to be able to make people hear it?
I know who you're trying to lead us to.
No. I'm trying to understand.
He's not asking a question. He's making a statement, so he needs to tell us.
No. What do you have to do to make people hear?
Tell us. You've got an answer. Tell us.
You want to say entertainment.
No.
That's what you want to say.
I don't know. I'm trying to understand. I'm thinking that you guys are going to say you have to be dope.
No, it's got nothing to do with being dope.
There's bigger.
What I'm saying is just be careful of saying you equate dopeness to numbers.
You have to be
that's
visible.
something completely different. And that's why I said entertainment has nothing to do with music or acting you can be a great entertainer.
Music is a part of
and just not have any sort of skills.
Music is
and
a
then
part of it.
you just use I'll use acting, I'll use music, I'll use dancing, but I'm just good entertainer.
It's interesting that you asked this question because it's one that we've had issues over about what we need to do outside of the music. It's interesting. So I want to hear him answer it, actually.
What do you mean?
Like the question you asked, I'd like to hear him answer it because he wants to.
Which question?
What do you do?
What I do?
No. What did you ask now about?
I asked that like.
What do you have to do
to make people? Yeah. Yo, so what is it that you have to do?
It depends on what you're looking for from the people.
Okay. You specifically.
Yeah, it depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, tell us you specifically.
Everybody has different perspectives and everybody has different goals. Some people are looking to reach a niche market. Some people are looking to reach a mass market. And all of those things have different mechanics. All of those things. Some people are just looking to get a bag and move on to something else and use that as a trampoline to something else. It depends on what you want to do.
What is the market looking for?
Depends on the market.
All of this is very.
Let me ask you.
Like you can't say.
I mean,
mass market.
I'm just saying. As much as you're a creator and you've mentioned those three tiers, either niche, mass, or bag, right?
Yes, sir.
So, what do you think the person who listens to the music, where their mind is at and where their heart is at?
You also have to understand, a lot of people in South Africa aren't necessarily driven to one genre of music. Some people aren't married to any genre of music. They just want to hear good music. That's nice for that moment. Okay. So then you have to cater. If you want that kind of market, then you have to cater to those people. And South Africa has a more bigger audience of those kind of people than people that are very, very, caught into a niche market. Like people that really want to listen to hip hop, people that really want to listen to R&B. We don't really have those kind of markets heavy. You know what I'm saying? We have people that really just enjoy the moment. So whatever you can bring for the moment, they'll mess with you.
So what do you put on your music if this is the case? As a creative, as a writer,
you wanna tackle that?
You're on the road.
As seasoned writers, then what do you put in your music?
I think it's very important. I've always believed that it's very important as an artist to be multi-layered and be able to shift like water in any situation. If this situation needs this, then you give them that. If that situation needs that, you give them that, and then. The rest is up to them and what they receive. You know what I'm saying? It's not really up to us because sometimes you put out music and you think this is the one that's supposed to knock. People don't care. And then you put out something like, whoa, you guys like that? You can't know. You know what I'm saying? Unless you generically engineer the stuff behind the scenes, like, you know what I mean? You can't really know.
I hold a slightly different view to him. I think you have to be deliberate about it. I think that's the ongoing conversation with Lost Diamonds and with the homies, that it has to be deliberate. Firstly, like there's so many holes in the question, so there'll be holes in the answer. For example, you would need to know who your market is, firstly. Unless you're just trying to sort of throw fish and catch whatever. Yeah. You're trying to throw bait and catch whatever.
Remember, my question is based on his initial niche mass bag. Yeah. So literally, I was based.
So what are you asking about, niche or mass?
So I was asking about, like, I asked him a question of, like, he talked from an artist perspective, and I said, what is the consumer's mind?
Yeah, but which consumer? Remember, you're asking a very wide question. Wait. We don't have the same consumer.
Well, this is the question, though. The question is, as much as you have a view of niche mass bag, right? Yes, the consumer, what minds do they have? Do you think they have? And I'm not. What minds do you think they have?
How would you know that?
I'm asking you a question.
You know that with research, right? So say I'm a first-time artist, and obviously artists these days have access to information, much more than you did when you started Squatter Camp, and much more when we were coming up than we did. You know, we relied on second-hand information. The middleman, the manager, whoever was talking to everybody else. Sometimes your manager, whoever, would jerk you out of certain stuff because you didn't know, you didn't have information. You know, it depends on the information. So new artists come into the game and they're exposed already. You know, it's no longer, you had to fight for it. You have to fight for the space on TV, fight for the space on radio. If you never know guap, it was rough, you know? Or affiliated to somebody who had it. Now it's different, the internet's there, the audience is really at your feet. They discover, some of them are still discovering. Maybe even the artist we're speaking about is still discovering, which is dope. I think asking a question about what does the audience think is difficult to answer, because you would need to know who your audience is and what they expect from you. There are some artists in this country that have decided, have seen what their audience wants from them, and they stick to that. They're loyal to that. Those are in the niche.
So do we have any right, you know, to sit and label what we believe is...
in personal conversation, I'm going to stop you before you get far. Let's not, you know, if we're having personal conversations behind the scenes, preference and whatnot, of course.
But this is where I started. I said, I know that my outlook is niche.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
But I know that I live in a world that's bigger than mine.
When I was asking you if you thought it was dope, who was I asking? I wasn't asking you why, as a entertainer or as a journalist or whatever the case. I was asking you as a person.
If you ask me if an artist is dope, I'll literally give you a view of, like, when we're talking about artists.
What makes them dope?
If we're talking about artist, right? And I say artist and rap.
What is an artist?
An artist for me is let's just talk mainstream artists.
Okay.
In my view, when we talking about an artist that's releasing
Why
music,
are we talking mainstream artists? He wants this to go the way he wants it to go. I want you to talk about
Blaklez, you must I don't know where I want this to go. My question is, you know, when I'm sitting here and I'm going, when you ask me if an artist is dope that releases commercial music, particularly a new artist, if you ask me that an artist is dope, I literally like go, if I feel that his music literally like has got mainstream appeal, even if I'm not like,
man, you're bugging.
Wait, hold on. Les, listen to me. If you literally go, yo, if I feel that the guy's got potential and he's got mainstream appeal, I say, yeah, it's dope.
Is there such a thing as mainstream appeal in 2022?
There is.
Yeah, of course there is.
What is it?
That's why there's such things as still like gold and platinum. You know,
so an
that
artist,
literally talks to. You can go gold, platinum, and have your niche and never niche following.
Hold up, you asked a very important question. I just rushed to answer. What is that actually? Mainstream appeal.
That's what I said in
when you have the ability to attract people.
Mass market.
Yeah.
Mainstream. So it's got something to do with music.
Mainstream appeal means that. Mainstream appeal means that you have potential to tap into a mass market.
Okay.
So when you ask
how do you gauge that potential? Because there are certain examples of artists who took people by storm. Let me ask something. Adele, do you think Adele is a niche market artist?
I don't listen to Adele, so
I'm asking if you think. I'm asking as a person that's...
I don't know. I mean, Celine Dion, I don't know. All I know, they people who fucks with them.
This is why I'm saying this.
Look.
This is why I say I asked you a question for a reason. That's why I'm saying this is very tricky, because when you say main market, and you're referring to the way music is constructed and made, and I asked you, is there such a thing in 2022 to be a main market artist using your music, or does it just mean that you have a big following, but your music is not really
in South Africa, what's main market? Where would you be?
Okay. So
I know. I just want to know from your
mass market.
Yeah, mass market. Yes.
Mass market for me in South Africa is basically
festivals like with taverning.
No,
everywhere.
mass market is basically like is not the people here who live in the suburbs. Mass market is literally like rural places, the hoods. That's mass market, right?
Yes.
So that's mass market to me. Something that like me now, although I went to a multiracial school, I can rap in English, but like the people that I come where I probably the mass market that I'm from, did you go? Yeah, so goes on. What are you saying?
Okay.
We'd rather go hear something we hear, you know.
So you're saying people can't speak English in your mass market?
No, I'm saying that like the things that like I'm speaking for the things that I write. No, I'm saying that for the things that the things that I write, to the perspective that I have on certain things. Some people don't want to. Music is a soul thing. Some people your soul. It's soul yakho ngesilunga ngiyasizwa isilungu. Mara it doesn't speak to my soul.
True.
There are things that you can say that like you grew up with, that like izinto zesintu that you can say that.
Let
like
me ask you
when you said that, I was like, yo, because I know it from somewhere in my subconscious.
I have to interject because I'm gonna forget.
Yeah.
And Tupac, how do you explain mass market in this country loving Tupac? Because that man didn't spit no Zulu.
So let's talk about like who was messing with Tupac even then.
Everyone in the hood.
Abo mama and abo baba.
Even in the rural.
No, but
wait, hold on.
No, even
hold on.
He likes to shift the goalposts.
No, but guys, but listen. I'm being consistent. Did I say mass market is only a youth group? Mass market is somebody that literally becomes a household name.
Would Tupac fill up a stadium?
Who? But listen.
Would Tupac
would joyous celebration fill up a stadium?
No.
Wait, what? No. What?
It depends how big the stadium is. Sorry. But actually, joyous celebration is mass market. I apologize. It is.
Like Mambazo and Lee.
3 days later.
It's you knowing who to bring in the room. It's you knowing who to bring in the room, even if you've got a writer.
Because my definition of artist.
So if you tell Uncle Kanye, now I asked about Nas. You niggas said Nas is not a dope artist. Let's just wrap it up there and continue.
Now they're gonna put the thumbnail or whatever.
Why are you scared?
The tagline.
Why are you scared?
I said Nas.
Why are you scared?
I didn't say that.
Why are you scared?
I said there's artists that you lean more towards.
Who are you scared of?
I'm not scared of nobody.
Then say what you gotta say.
No, I'm just saying there's certain people that are better at certain things.
What's about the imaginary people on the internet? What you?
Yeah, Slick. Yeah.
So, you know, when I listened to the album, I got a sense that, like, you know, it was a bunch of OGs who were like, let's actually...
I don't even care what this OG thing, dude. I
saw the other day, Drake was turning 36, and I've never seen nobody call that man.
There's nothing wrong growing older. But like, we have this thing in South Africa where it's like, it's a sin to grow older. Everybody's got a birthday. I love it. Growing older is a privilege. Everybody got a birthday.
It's a privilege.
Everybody grows older.
The man said a bunch of OGs.
There's nothing wrong with that. Hip-hop, there's nothing wrong with growing older and loving yourself and doing dope things, and there's nothing wrong. Embrace it. It's dope. Don't be trapped in this thing all like, this OG. You also have a birthday. It's gonna happen.
So there's nothing wrong with that. But the way he said it, it sounded like...
And he's OG to the 15
No,
pound.
hold up.
What's up, OG to the 15 pound?
You know when he said it sounded like, you know, Masters. They're no longer in the Premier League, but they're like the old Koroko. It's like, yo, a bunch of OGs.
Yes, sir. Carry on, sir. You were saying in the album,
I swear we need to lift the age restriction on hip-hop in SA. We need to fight.
And the funny thing is, it's only in SA. I don't answer because nobody looks at Future like this or Pusha T. Or like those guys just make music.
The niggas from here will speak like Drake is their friend and he's their OG. Like, yo, that nigga, yo.
What do you think about it? Yes, sir.
So ngicela ukuntshela ukuthi mina mangithi OG ngithi experience.
Experience, yes, sir.
You know, I talk about experience. I know the guys that are
But
old.
you know the connotation.
I know. But like mina, I don't follow everybody. I know people older than me
Yes, sir.
who have been in the game before
Yes,
who
sir.
call me OG because of experience.
Okay, that makes
right?
sense.
So me namankhulume OG anganda abantu bathini.
Yes, sir.
So thanks for your assumptions
That I
and the
understand.
parade.
Okay,
when I was talking from an experience perspective. This
Love you
nigga
so
thinks
much.
that-
though.
This
I love
nigga
this
thinks
nigga.
that-
We love you, bro. We do love you.
This
bro.
nigga thi-
Yo,
hard as fuck
thanks
to
for
be
calling
here.
us here.
This
bro.
nigga
We
thinks
love you.
that- This nigga thinks that like
Like-
Nyagwata, but no, we talking, guys, and then you just like really wanted to elaborate on this. Oh, you're really starting
No,
about
no, no.
birthdays.
Nah,
I'm
nah.
like, I'm watching
No.
you going,
Let me tell you,
relax,
no,
guys. I don't mean that.
No,
I don't
it's
mean that.
it's a running joke with us.
Okay,
It's a-
so
yeah.
I'm talking
It's an
experience.
inside joke. It's an inside joke.
I'm talking experience, you know. I think that you guys kind of saw like the change. Obviously, I feel that Cap City, Rap City was something that was in many ways, I think I heard a lot from Anvils where I never even knew what the hell was Cap City, Rap City, whatever the case be. But I think there's this acknowledging that like, yo, it's almost like the scenery is changing.
Yes.
And you guys literally were like, we want to invite it, and you kind of put that in the album with some
Yes.
of the features.
Yes.
Was that kind of the thinking when you guys were like calling in some of the guys that were on the album?
You wanna get this?
Yes and no. I think we were literally trying to place people on the best songs. Like when we did songs and we felt the song lacked something, we would try and find somebody who we thought could fit on the song. Or we worked, sometimes we'd have a beat and say, hey, let's get so-and-so, and then we have a session with them. Like, for example, Tyson. Tyson was...
Dope.
Tyson Sybateli
spirit.
was... I heard his stuff. I've been listening to him for a few months, and then I think I sent you a link. And they were like, yo, this guy is fresh.
Incredible.
And then we were like, we didn't have a song for him, but we just wanted to rock with it. Like, his energy be around him. So we invited him for a session on a random weeknight. And we chilled and spoke for hours. And then Tapelo Mashian was making the beat from scratch as we were like vibing. And these guys were having conversations. We were all writing at the same time. And then, we came up with that. So we built it from skeleton. So it's different types of ways in which we did it. Some songs we felt, okay, we needed. There were times where we wanted somebody, but we couldn't get them, either because of time or their commitments, you know? So, yeah.
So I was trying to understand. Ayanda opens up with the intro, missing pages. And then number 10, literally, I think it's number 10. You guys have missing pages, right? I went back and I tried to kind of see what am I missing. You know, what is the thinking behind those two? That opening and Nick, you know,
the opening when she says no missing pages is basically this is where we hear unapologetically no regrets. You know, we entering this stage of our lives in the game with everything, all the experience and everything that we have and we've built, and we're just grateful. It's just a gratitude. It's like a ballad of gratitude. I'm thankful. No regrets. And then missing pages is more like, you know, the stuff that we hadn't touched on, like going back on like, oh, there's still this. Like he's talking about, you know, what happened with a woman try to stab him with a screwdriver. I'm talking about, you know what I mean, what so many artists are going through, trapped in a certain lifestyle that they can't really upkeep. So that's the play on those two songs. The intro and
the missing pages is more the catastrophe that is avoided on no missing pages. So the lines about screwdriver, whatever, I actually just embellished. I had Flabber in mind when I wrote it.
I know that hit,
you got it,
that
right?
Touched me. It touched me.
Yeah, so I embellished. I made it, you know, it was like, I gave people names and I sort of played with the story a little bit, but it was I don't know, I shouldn't be discussing it actually, it should be something that people get, but yeah, it was one of those where I was paying homage my own way, but at the same time highlighting some of the challenges. I mean, my opening line also says every rapper think he the greatest, the Jesus Christ of hip-hop, which is nothing wrong with that in essence, because every rapper must feel that they're the best, but I feel the space sometimes gets so competitive to a point of disrespect where people don't, when we speak about artistry, people think rappers don't have to be artists. This is why I was going on the way I was, that literally people can coexist, which is what you were saying, that you don't have to like it. Other people can like it. Everybody can coexist. So I think missing pages on his own is just a lot of turmoil, not just in the game but in life. Yeah, that's no missing. We chose to start the album on a positive note. That there really isn't, even though your life may have all these complications, some of them we speak about on the album. That's your life. You need to find a way around it. There's no missing pages in the life you were given, in God's love, and you understand what I'm saying? So yeah.
Firstly, I mean, I want to give you a great shout.
Sometimes this homie has this serious face. They don't know if he's being serious or he's just trying to clown. Because sometimes his face is like, yo, there's just that.
But like, I really want to say this from a deep place.
Yes, sir.
It took a lot from you to admit that I was right. We were right a lot. So with that being said, if you just, like you were saying, now it's just on your list, like, now I'm saying something. But let's move along.
I never said
I see the sarcasm.
Did anybody hear me say he was wrong? That is the thing. Like, some people are tussling to be right.
Let's go.
Real niggas are just trying to have a conversation.
Real niggas,
Other niggas are trying to be right.
Yeah. Why are you always trying to be a real nigga, though? Why are you always trying to be a real nigga? What is it? What did they promise real niggas?
Hip-hop polluted all of
us. What is the promise for real niggas?
Polluted by hip-hop music?
He was.
We all were.
This man's married now, relax.
We're all polluted.
Relax.
I'm not.
We all thought we were real niggas and all this stuff.
I never thought I was a real nigga.
You said it in your rap.
When?
You said it. I know the lyrics.
Dog, you used to do all the speaking for Squatter Camp.
Did that make me a real nigga?
Yeah, but you said it in
just because a guy can talk, he's a real nigga. So now all of a sudden, because I'm speaking, I'm a real nigga.
Yeah.
Never gave other children a chance. Just spoke.
That's the fakest shit you've ever said. For a real nigga. With that being said, one of the things that a person thinks of when like Les and PDot come together, Blaklez, that is, you're thinking that like, these guys are going to take it back to, you think that it's another Anvils, and these guys are going to take it back to this just like the essence of like the dopeness. They're going to take it back to Nas's crib, you know what I mean?
But the stuff that's coming out now,
wait,
hold
on. Just, can I get to my fucking question, bruh? Yes, so
you must make your question short.
Listen, man, you came here, nigga. As I was saying, it's my battery life here.
No doubt.
But wait till we said, look, I mean, I when I listened to this album, I said, you guys are like literally like creating songs like a group. Beyond just like that's PDot, that's Blaklez. It felt like, I was thinking about it like this EPMD coming together. It's like you're creating songs like a group because the album just has so many flows and sounds. And I don't think there's a song there that was done out of, let's just get this done. Because even the features are well thought of and are well placed.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
What is this? Are you guys going to ever go back to be doing your solos? Is there going to be more focus on this dual kind of movement?
So we've always had a dope rapport musically, man. And it just made sense. You know what I'm saying? This album is also a gear up for our solo projects.
All right.
You know what I mean? Which are already in the works, and obviously they don't drop this year. But
what's your solo album again?
People will find out in time.
Yeah, you've written it. Everybody knows. It's been on all over.
They don't need to know like that. They don't need to know.
Pelele, congratulations. Ngiyabona Pelele, you got into.
I'm fit. God bless you, man. God bless you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck.
Yeah, so it's really mainly about that. I think it's just having a rapport with someone and working well with them, and then you put out it's about the music, man. Sometimes you overthink all of this stuff and shit. Like if you feel like, I could make a dope project with Costa Titch, get Costa and make a project. Why would we overthink all this stuff?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. I mean, I was on Estlin Street. This is when I kind of knew that you guys are like you're gonna do more of this. These dual albums, because I even felt that there was. The artists that literally from your camp that literally would go that route is Envy. The Estlin Street literally has that Envy kind of single when he came out, and you also got him on top of that also. The selection of being deliberate with going, everyone knows we rap, and Envy can do it on his own. It's just me. But when you guys are both sitting together and you're going, this is not entirely what people expect of us. On a beat. What are the conversations like, and how do you guys come to a common place to get into a beat like that?
On the contrary, I think we've always been, multi-layered,
so
multi-rounded
that he's
artists.
saying that, yeah.
There's always been the lyricist side. These guys got like song like Sakang Yuga. I got Move Over. It's just that people, there's always been that side, that Kwaito side. I got Polas.
I've got so many songs.
Jimmy Comes to Joburg. So many joints. Muchiko.
I'm just talking about the two of you guys.
Shit is like crazy.
I'm talking about the two of you guys. I'm saying that like from a context.
Number 10.
Yeah, Slow Poison. It's always like been Kwaito. That thing has always been there. It's just like people just want to put you into a box, like you said. They're gonna
put you
the
in
anvils.
that box.
They want to do the anvil shit and spit.
Yeah.
So they want to. But we've always really, the albums have always been multi-layered and diverse with different sounds and different songs and different things. Like
we are artists.
Remember. Yes. Remember. You just need to have shorter verses on that shit. But like, yeah, as a side note.
Which one?
Now, you always got some dope verses when you go vernacular, but sometimes you make them too long. But that's another yeah. But sometimes you make them, but like they dope, but you just sometimes make them too long.
Appreciate it.
Shout out, Yeah. But with that, no, but you do your thing. Straight.
This interview is different, bro.
Let me tell you. Yeah. But the reason why I'm saying it is that it goes back into that box where it's difficult for me to my mind at least to take you out of the overweighing of lyricism.
Yeah.
Right? Lyricism overweighs everything regardless of what you do. So when I see two strong lyricists coming together and I do hear that.
We just did that with Nas.
Yeah.
It's not like Nas just spits bars. He's got so many songs that are jiggy.
Because my impression of you guys, remember, as artists, is just as the same as Nas. It's not less. So even if I think of you guys and go, this is what I'm expecting, that box I've created for Nas, it's also for both you guys in your individual capacity.
Yeah, I get.
Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, I think as he said, the album itself is a good setup for our albums. I mean, I've my solo's coming out as well next year. The name will interest you. Sensitive Black Man.
These niggas is laughing. I think this is personally a dope name for her.
You know why?
I think I like it.
Because this nigga's hypersensitive.
But the album name is not necessarily about me.
But you are hypersensitive, nigga, anyway.
But that's your opinion, and I cannot argue with how you see the world, bro.
Oh, you're so mature with your perspective, the way you receive that.
I receive that too.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You called me stupid earlier, mature. That's an upgrade. I love it.
Yeah. You see how you can change in a few seconds. Umuntu angawini lotho manje ahlupekile.
Yeah,
sensitive Black Man. So I mean,
why is it sensitive Black Man?
Because I feel most men are sensitive. I think there's an over reliance on us to dig into some macho bravado that we would rather not dig into, but live our lives naturally, take care of the people we love, take care of ourselves. So it's almost like the eyes through the world through the eyes of a sensitive Black man, a man that won't admit that, well, that is the case. So sometimes he overreacts because he's trying to overcompensate. And it doesn't just deal with me, it deals with a lot of the problems and a lot of the good moments in the country and on our continent. So my music hardly ever speaks about me, but people think it does. Even when we wrote these songs, you can tell P misunderstood when I spoke about somebody that got stabbed because P.
Remember with your.
Oh yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, don't do that.
He knows what happens.
Be like, it's like, I keep
Exactly.
I'm a sensitive Black man, I'm a patient.
I actually really thought
that was
that.
like, no, it wasn't.
I really thought
that was
that.
like 2010, man. Was like,
Yeah,
but you can still write about it if someone almost like.
I mean, no.
We just trying to get the story,
It's
bro.
crazy out here.
No, nobody did anything. It's just, somebody did key my car back then.
Keep your car.
Run a key through it.
What did you do?
I have
Everybody
no
makes
idea.
mistakes in life,
idea.
brother.
I can't remember.
So the
I was
person-
young. The thing with me is that, there's a Bible
Everybody in
scripture
life.
that says that you mustn't look back, you'll turn into salt. You know that thing? When the past is gone,
Mm-hmm.
you don't learn anything from that. except if you haven't learned anything from your experiences and you have to look back to learn. So
You know what it is about mature men.
Yes, sir.
Getting in a studio and making love songs, which I think there's like 4 or 5 of those. You know,
there's a lot.
Yeah, y'all even got Maggz to come in also. You know,
Yeah, he was also talking about his.
Let me tell a story with that.
Yeah.
Maggz caught us off guard. I sent him the beat and I said, please lead the song. You know, little niggas, like, other people can lead your song, I swear. But they
OG.
Yeah. But you know, I think the younger artists understand that. So we sent him the song and I said, yo, please lead the song. And then like a couple of days later, he sends the record back, you know, obviously with the hook and you know, I added parts of the bridge. I listened to his verse, I'm like, yo, Dinsa, who are you talking about? He's like, no, but I'm just embellishing. And I'm like, okay, but you know there are some people who might think you're talking about them. And then his answer was like the smoothest answer. He says, that's their problem.
I really thought.
And he kept it moving. But you know, so I didn't expect him to go that route. But as you know, Maggz is also one of those guys that are well-rounded.
Yeah.
As an artist, is really probably top 5 most well-rounded.
Right.
I agree.
Well-rounded as well. He jumps on anything and sounds comfortable.
Yeah.
In that sense, probably the only guy that can see me in that regard. But as I was saying,
Shop Nash.
Nas.
even this man next to me can see me in that regard. But point
Nas will also get on a mainstream track. I shy verse ending. Nas no man. Shy 8 buses jive. Black Lass.
I to know Java Marugama. So as I was saying, so the guy led the song, and it was great.
It was dope.
Yeah, it was a great. So we had to dig in. We're also obviously embellished. I mean,
I have a question for you, Big Slick, real quick. Which album do you prefer, Lost Diamonds 1 or Lost Diamonds 2?
He hasn't listened to the first one.
Let me be 100 with you guys.
Keep it 1,000.
Keep it 1,000.
Yeah.
I don't know what was happening in my life and you guys dropped that, but I missed that.
You missed that one, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't
Fair.
I
That's fair.
won't lie.
That's fair.
I could see it in his eyes.
But you knew some songs from there, like Keep Pushing, or Slow Poison or whatever.
This man didn't know nothing.
You know shit?
Nah, I haven't listened. I won't lie. I never.
But
knew
at the same time, you got too much music to listen to.
Like,
I wouldn't want.
Again, you're making
it's a lot of, no, it's a lot of music. It's a lot of music.
I mean, I'll be one.
Come off like an asshole.
I'll be 100. I haven't. I'm not a liar. I haven't listened to the first one. But you know this nigga. You know this nigga's emotional. You know.
I like that you don't lie.
Yeah, you're a black sensitive man, sensitive black man. Yeah.
Hey yo, this was a beautiful interview, man. You know, it was very informative.
So you got somewhere to rush to?
No. I'm just.
I gotta go though. You know. You know. I mean, PDotO, I'm looking forward to our interview.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, can you leave the sensitive nigga at home? You know, when you drop your album. You know, literally when this nigga drops his album, I interview him on Zoom. You know.
But you like the album though.
Now I'm gonna go back and listen to it. I enjoyed this album. I read, like, I won't lie to you guys, like musicality, it was, I felt that you really kind of like took the time. That's why I was mentioning Chat the Don initially, because I was listening to it running, so I can't see the first time, so I can't see who's on the song.
I have to say, like, I love the fact that we literally weren't looking for big features or features for names. We started this thing now and I think it needs to be a trend. You have to have the right profile, the right fit for your song.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to increase quality. I'm not saying everybody else must do it, but it's a demand that, you know, if you're going to put somebody on, it doesn't matter how big or small they are. If they fit the profile and they're able to boost their song and then in the process boost themselves, and then it's great. So I think that's just the journey we're on. We're acting our age. So I know we've been talking about OG or whatnot, but that's what we are.
So I think the
world is so messed up because
everybody wants to be what they not.
Want to be young, and you know they don't want to act their age. And I think there's space for everybody. You know, you don't have to behave outside of yourself because you want to fit into the music, whatever. So we've pretty much earned and accepted, the privilege of being the
And maturing in this
the more
genre.
senior guys and maturing, and that comes with a responsibility of also accepting and understanding how the game is moving and seeing how you can contribute to it in a positive way. If you're seeing things that need improvement, that's how you weigh in. Yeah.
Shout out, gents. Thank you for that. Like I said, I think the album I was mentioning earlier, I was listening to this album running for the first time, and I always had to pull it out to see if it's another playlist because of, when I heard Chad, I was like, who's this? When I heard I think it was track 10 with the lady there, I was like, I had to always kind of pull the phone off my pocket just to see, because I think the musicality and even your features well thought of.
Thank you.
Yo, I'm gonna listen to the first one.
Thank you, bro.
Sorry, sensitive black man for not, but I'm on it. Yeah, guys, keep doing what you do.
Respect, bro.
Thanks for this.
Love,
I love chopping it up with y'all. You know what I mean?
Broadcast live